And welcome back to another edition of MicroPats with me, Jake Donnelly. This is our Week 10 edition of MicroPats. Patriots on the road against the Tennessee Titans, playing against their former player Mike Vrabel, who is now the head coach of the Titans, and things did not go well for the Patriots. They got absolutely stomped, losing 34-10. And this was a game where the Patriots, they lost all sorts of battles all over the field, whether it was Stephon Gilmore losing every single battle, it seemed like, at cornerback, Tom Brady not doing his job under center. Really just not a good performance in all three stages of the game for the Patriots. First off, if this is your first time tuning in to MicroPats, thank you for doing so, and a quick primer. What I like to do is I like to take one play, and one play only, usually, and use it as a microcosm of how that game went for the Patriots in general. So, for this ugly loss for the Patriots against the Titans, we are going to take a one-on-one battle lost by the Patriots. In this one, it is going to be Waddle going up against Brian Orakpo, and you'll see what Orakpo does to Waddle, and thusly James White on this run. So we watch the play, whoops, right by Waddle, and then death to James White. Probably not the most fun of runs there for Mr. James White, who has been fantastic. So here's the issue in this game. The Patriots went 3 for 15 on third downs. Most of those third down attempts were third down and longs. In fact, the only three conversions for the Patriots, a 3rd and 13, a 3rd and 10, and another 3rd and 10. The Patriots were behind the 8 ball, it seemed like, every single play, every single series. And the reason for that is because they did not do well on the ground. They accrued just 40 yards rushing in the entire game. So how does something like that happen? Just the 40 yards rushing and going 3 for 15. It all comes together, everybody playing poorly. What we see here is Waddle filling in at left tackle for Trent Brown. Now, for most of this season, Waddle has been doing a very good job as the swing tackle. He's a guy that can fill in at right tackle. He's a player that can fill in at left tackle. However, if Waddle is starting and getting the majority of snaps game in and game out, something is going wrong for you on the offensive line. Waddle is not a guy I like to pick on because he has one of the hardest assignments for any single lineman on the Patriots. And in this particular play, he has a very difficult assignment. He is going to try to reach block to the left of Orakpo. But you'll see, as Waddle tries to move over to his left, Orakpo sets him up. One of the strongest guys in the NFL, Brian Orakpo, sets up Waddle with an amazing speed move. And all it is one jab of his right foot, and he is going to blow by Waddle. Now let's watch it as it unfolds. So here's Waddle in the red circle, Orakpo in the yellow. Waddle is going to start that reach block over here. Now you see, Orakpo, if he's not doing his job, can try to get around the left side of Waddle. In other words, Orakpo can go upfield, in which case White is going to just beat him to the inside. So Orakpo, knowing this, is going to jab with his right foot to the outside, and he is just going to cut right through the face of Waddle, and it is just a sensational move. So we play it here, and you'll see there's no chance for White. Whoop! Orakpo is right by Waddle, and now it is clear sailing right on top of James White. And, of course, everybody trying to cool him down. Orakpo didn't really accrue too many stats in this one, but watch. Here's that jab step. You see how wide he is? Orakpo is trying to set up Waddle because he knows that Waddle is trying to get to the outside of Orakpo's shoulder. Waddle, with his left shoulder, is trying to get to the right shoulder of Orakpo. So Orakpo sets him up. See those wide feet? It's a perfect jab step. Boom. Cut to the inside, and then it's all over for James White. So here's the jab step. You see it, and now it's going to be so quick. Boom. Right underneath, little bit of a dip of the shoulder from Orakpo, and it's all over for James White. Boom. Jab step, right foot, and now he's going to dip his shoulder. Orakpo fend off with the flipper, Waddle, and it's just, again, all over for White. Jab step, right foot, flipper, and then pummeled down James White. Now, usually I like to go a little bit more in depth with some of these MicroPats, but this one, it's just exactly the way the game went. It was a Patriot player losing a one-on-one battle against a Tennessee Titan player. That's how the game went in general. A lot of people are trying to break it down, saying, oh no, the Patriots, is this the end? Is Tom Brady finally falling off of his cliff? Calm down. Take a page out of Dustin Pedroia's notebook there. Laser show, relax. Things are going to be fine. If you remember, earlier in the season, what was the Patriots' record after 3 weeks? Ding, ding, ding. The Patriots were 1-2. So now that you're heading into the Week 10 bye, you're heading into the Week 11 bye, at a record of 7-3, you're going to take it. The Patriots, who started the season at 1-2, are now 7-3. That's good. You've got that second seed locked down so long as you play well, and you still have the tiebreaker against the Kansas City Chiefs. So maybe you get some help from some opponents later on in the season. Maybe the Chiefs drop a couple of games, and then again, the Lombardi Trophy has to go through, I should say the AFC Championship Trophy has to go through New England, has to go through Gillette. But hey, even if it doesn't, the Patriots right now are in place for a bye, and with everybody, and I mean everybody hurt on the offensive line, as well as Rob Gronkowski, this is a perfect time for the bye. It couldn't come at a better time. So you know what, everybody? Laser show, relax. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. That'll do it for the Week 10 edition of MicroPats with me, Jake Donnelly. Of course, no MicroPats next week because it is the Patriots bye, so we'll be back in Week 12 with more MicroPats. See you then, and as always, go Pats.